Monolith. In this lecture, we will explain how we convert a monolith into a microservice. Here we have a monolith which is we have seen before is that this monolith has a Streamlit UI and the deep learning inference code. What we will do is that we will transform it into a deep learning model microservice which can be called by a console which it can be called by a Streamlit UI. The deep learning microservice can be deployed in Docker, Kubernetes, ACI, AKS, AWS Fargate, and EKS. Moreover, what we do is that we convert the deep learning model microservice into a container image and then we can run the container. So let's jump in and see of how we have done. So we are here in the code out here and this is a monolithic that we are here. If you go to the monolithic and go to redwine.py, this has all the UI code which is down here as well as it is taking a data frame and it is having the preprocessor and the Redwine model also here. We are loading it and then we are transforming the data frame using the preprocessor and then we are predicting it. So this is about the monolithic application, but what we do is that we convert into a microservice and this microservice is implemented as a Flask application. So let's see what is going down here in the Flask application. If we go down here, we see that there are two APIs, the slash which is a default which does nothing and returns a predict here, and in the slash predict what it does is that it gets the features, it gets the JSON and from the request and converts into the data frame. The data frame, once it is converted into the data frame, we use a preprocessor and the model to predict and we return the prediction. Now in the main function we are loading the preprocessor from the file preprocessor.p and the redwine model.h5. That is what we are doing. Both of these are residing in the same directory. So this is how we are converting this deep learning inference code into a Flask service. Now what we do is that we have the client, the redwine.py. In it we have all the UI stuff and here you see the URL here. Since Flask runs at the port of 5000 and slash predict is the UI, we are using this URL to predict. See, we are getting the data, we are converting it into a JSON and we are posting the we are posting the data to this URL which is a service and then we are getting the predictions. For that what we have done is that converted the service into a container image which is here Redwine Flask. We are also running it as a container and we are running it with docker run -p 5000 5000 Redwine Flux. So this is already running in 5000 port and then what we are doing is that we are running the Streamlit UI here, Streamlit run app.py and this is running at 8501. So if we do here and if we can see that it is giving a result, if we change it, say make it 9, you see that it will change from 5.38 to 5.14. All of this it demonstrates of how we can convert a monolithic application into a service and we can use a service in subsequent UIs. Here we have used a Streamlit UI. All the code will be in GitHub and it will be in the comments. Hope you enjoyed listening to me. Thank you. Bye.